and I'm back. You with your girl, Sparkling Sabi Soul, and we are in the car today, okay? So, let me give y'all a quick story time since I'm on my way to pick up my kids. First of all, how y'all doing? I know y'all see the hair is hairing and the nails are nailing. Now look, I know y'all like, what happened to the locks? 2 of them came out. Yeah, and I went to a locticianist, and she told me that, you can get locks. Just be prepared for your hair to come out because you have a different type of hair. And I'm like, I thought I was a 4C. And she said, well, sweetheart, some ain't clicking. So we combed the free forms or freedom locks. We combed them on out. But I kept my 3 because these the ones that stay. Okay? Now remember the young lady I was telling y'all about? We finna get into her. But let me tell y'all first what I did. And I know that my baby gonna watch this and probably have something to say when I say this, but I hit somebody's car. Let me tell you how. I was doing my little Uber Eats with my kids, and they were playing in the back. And as I'm backing up, not paying attention, trying to get them to settle down, I ran into somebody's car with the back of my car. Okay? So, as a good Samaritan, I left my number and my name on that person's vehicle, on their windshield, and I said, I'm sorry for hitting your car. Here's my number. So, a couple of days ago, that person called me, and they was like, hi, is this Sparkle? And I said, yes. And they didn't say nothing. And they said, is this Sparkle? I said, yes, this is her. And he's like, hi, this is the guy's car you hit. I was like, ooh. I was like, okay. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. I said, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't cause too much damage. He's like, no, just a little paint scrape off. No damage done. Don't worry about it. I was like, really? So that was a blessing in itself because, let me tell y'all something. You hit somebody's vehicle, baby. You hit somebody's vehicle. Nowadays, I don't care if it's a little chip. If you hit that person's vehicle, they are going to be pissed off that you hit their vehicle. And they're going to want to charge you an arm and a leg because you hit their vehicle. I hate going past them ass. But luckily for me, this person was very nice and very sweet. And they didn't get upset that I hit their car. Okay? Anubis was a little damaged herself. Yeah, y'all see the shaking. Y'all see it. Wait. Like I said, this road bumpy. But, oh Lord, look at the turbulence. But, yeah, I hit this person's car, but luckily for me, they weren't upset, so I was very grateful for that. And y'all know what's so funny about that moment? I'll tell y'all what's funny about it. That same day that I hit that person's vehicle, I had made eye contact with a black cat. And I'm not going to say that the black cat was bad luck. I think they was trying to warn me not to go over in this area because I was doing a delivery pickup, okay? And I was doing my delivery pickup, but the street that I had to pick the food up from was cut off completely because they was doing road construction. So I think the cat, low-key, was trying to tell me, like, oh, don't go in this area. And I didn't listen. So that ended up happening. Now, remember I told y'all about this little female that we was going to call her the mimic. But we going to flip it over and we're going to call her the copycat. I think that's a little bit more suitable. Because the mimic mocks you, okay, in ways where it's supposed to be amusing, okay, versus what she has done. Baby, she's a copycat and she's a house wrecker, okay? She wrecked everybody's homes. Now, we gonna call her copycat, and I'm gonna tell y'all how I met this girl and how me and her stopped being friends, okay? I'm gonna give y'all little bits and details of what would go on when I was around this girl or when I talked to this girl. Now listen, first of all, I ain't got nothing against October people because I got 2 sons in the month of October, okay? But I have something against those that are all about themselves, stuck up individuals, okay? She is a very stuck up individual, y'all. She was very stuck up from the moment I met her, So here's what happened. I met this young lady through a mutual friend that knew me and my bestie. And we met her through him, and he met her on this thing called the party line. Now, if you're not familiar with the party line, let me explain what it is real quick. The party line is a phone number that you dial over the phone, and you basically you are given a number, you do a greeting, like a voice greeting, people gonna hear it, and then they are going to chit chat with you. And if they like what they hear from the description that you say over the phone, note, because this is not facial, this is all over the phone, then they gonna wait in line to see how many people are talking to you and blah blah blah. Okay, so that's what the party line is. Now, with the party line, the guy that she met on the party line through me and a mutual friend, which was my bestie, his name, we're gonna call him Army, because out of respect, I don't know if he's still living or what have you, but we just gonna call him Army. Okay, now that being stated, okay, this girl talked to this boy, and when he would get around me and my best friend, one of us would let him use our cellular devices. Okay, because he said from the description of what she said about herself and how she sounded, he did not really trust her, but he still wanted to talk to her. Now, mind you, he's in a relationship too already, okay? He was in a relationship the whole time he was talking to her and chit-chatting with her and things of that matter, okay? So he really didn't give two cares about this girl for real, okay? So yeah, he, you know what I'm saying, talked to her, chatted it up, blah, blah, blah. So, to make a long story short with that, he ended up not talking to her anymore. And then me and her ended up talking and being friends, which was so weird to me. Because like I said, y'all, I don't know how me and this girl became friends. I just know we ended up becoming friends. And like I said, I thought it was just the weirdest stuff. Because it's like, I don't know you from nothing, but I'm befriending you off of how he just up and left you, and you constantly calling trying to figure out where he is and why he stopped talking to you and stuff like that. So let's go down the years, let's go up some years or whatever. So she finally come visits me, and this is how she started being a copycat, and this is how I started noticing little things about her. She came and visited me when I was at a family member's house in Aurora. And she spent the night with me at this family member house and things of that matter. And you know what I'm saying, at the time, this family member and their guy were on kind of good but kind of bad terms. So she would secretly, you know, flirt with this person and chit chat and all that stuff. I never knew it until she revealed it to me, and it was just like, what? Because they ended up getting together, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, this was one of my family members, you know, one of their BDs and shit, you know. So they ended up talking and getting together and stuff like that, and then they end up not talking after like maybe a month or two. They stopped talking or whatever. Okay. So then she finds herself trying to one-up me. I got in a relationship with a guy, and she got in a relationship with that guy's brother. So she was copying me. Everything I did to get with the guy that I was talking to, she did to get with the brother. And it's like, that's just, you know, really weird to me, because it's like, what are you doing? Then, okay, peep game. She got with one of my exes, and because I ran off and got married, she decided to also run off and get married. And it was like the strangest shit. But I actually got married. She did not get married for real. Her marriage was never put down in the records. Okay? So that was one. And then when I got pregnant for a second time, for a second time, she tried to get pregnant, okay, but it didn't work. So when I left my husband and things of that matter, and this is a couple of years down the line, once I left him and things like that and got with my current fiance, she then decided to try to actually get married to another one of my exes, okay, but fake married that one as well. And what made it so stupid is this, y'all. When I got pregnant with my second son, she got pregnant with her daughter and told me and that ex that I was cool with, we was friends, told him that he could not speak to me at all. He was not allowed to chit chat with me. He was not allowed to be my friend. He's not allowed to do any of these things. Okay? So he stopped being my friend. Now we're going to fast forward past some years later. Okay, whatever. I ended up getting pregnant again with my youngest daughter. Okay. She tried to get pregnant again. Had a whole fake pregnancy scare, whatever. And now my fiance is Greek. So guess what she went and did? And this is the word she said to me. Oh yeah, I don't know where you be getting these men from. She said that she lived next door to somebody that kind of resembled my fiance, but with black hair. And because he did not want her, she turned around and got with one of her exes that was Puerto Rican. So she says. So I found that to be so funny that this girl was just doing all these different things, trying to copy me, trying to do this, trying to do that. When I moved out of state, she moved out of state. When I moved back home to Chicago, she moved back home to Chicago. Y'all see the pattern? Like, this girl legit was a copycat. And when my bestie was telling me, like, best friend, let's be for real, she's copying you. Everything you do, this girl wants to do. Every time you get with somebody, this girl wants to get with that same person. It's like never ending. So I'm like, dang, for real? And I noticed it. And I started catching on to it. Now, let me tell y'all how our friendship ended. So one day, me and her was talking, and I was telling her that I don't want to really be, the one to tell you how to run your life and blah, blah, blah. That was fine. My mother passed away. Okay. She was okay, she was talking to me and stuff like that. But no, soon, like a week or so after my mother's funeral, okay, after my mother's funeral, this girl started getting iffy with everything. When I went and got my Chevy Uplander, it was a 2005, she went and got her a Chrysler, a Chrysler Caravan or Cross Country or something like that, 2006. So, and I'm sorry, I got that car before my mom passed. Actually, my mom was with me when I got that van. But I had multiple children, which is why I got my van. She has one child, but she still felt the need to get a van because she asked me, hey, did you have a dream that I had got a van and stuff like that? And I'm like, I kind of did, and I think it was white. So, in other words, that confirmation was after I said that. She's like, well, guess what I had when it did? I had when it got a van, girl, because I saw her pictures of my van. So she in turn went and got her one. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, this girl has a pattern of copying. When I say she tried every which way when she couldn't keep one of my exes, one of the many exes that the three that I had that she tried to date, when she couldn't keep them, and then she lost the cousin that she was trying to talk to, and one of my uncles, when she couldn't keep their attention, she went back to one of her other exes and things of that matter. Now, when my mom passed, she was there for me. She didn't come visit me or nothing like that, but she would, talk to me and stuff like that, and be like, you'll be okay and stuff like that. Okay. Now, we get down to the next year hits, and right before it hits, a few months before that year hits, I lose Miss Oaks. Okay, Miss Oaks was one of the clients that I took care of when I used to live in another part of Illinois. So I took care of Miss Oaks, and when she passed on, I was devastated. Now, right when my cousin passed that next year in February, okay, he passed away in January, and we buried him you know. And it was all over Facebook and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure she saw it. Right when he passed away, she sent me this long, drawn out message about how she got with the dude that she was previously with back in her younger days. And this dude was 10 years older than her, and she was dating him when I was talking to someone 5 years older than me. But she, again, pattern, up one. And the guy that I was talking to that was a couple of years older than me was Puerto Rican and white. And, you know, he's another guy that she talked to that's Hispanic and Indian, so she said. I'm not sure. I just knew he was a light-skinned big dude. And, you know, she was like, you going through a whole lot, and I understand that, you know, what I'm doing is not really going to help. So I'm with this guy, and me and him got back together, and I don't want to bring what you're going through into my relationship. So I think it's best if we just cut ties with each other. Not saying we can't be friends, but I think we just cut ties with each other for now. Take a break. Baby, ain't no more taking breaks. Ain't no more breaks. Ain't no such thing as a break in a friendship. Okay? Either we friends or we ain't. And that lets me know two things. One, I've seen your true side, that you will give up a friendship with somebody that you've known for years, who knows so much about you. You would give up that friendship for a man. And two, you that desperate that you will let a man control you. Let me tell you something. If you my friend and I'm your friend, I don't care. Like I told my baby, if I'm with you and I was friends with this person first, you ain't finna make me stop being friends with them because of however you feel. Because she used to tell him stuff about me back in their younger times when they were dating, about how, you know, I'm able to guess what goes on next in her life and this, that, and the other. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. She'd call me for just about anything. And when I guessed it 2 days to 3 days to maybe a week or so later, she'd hit me back like, oh my goodness, you was right. And this, and this happened. And how did you know that? And I'm just sitting there like, we not finna play these games. You're not finna do that to me. So, long story short, this guy told her that in order for you to date me, you can't be friends with her. I don't want you being friends with her at all. You're not allowed to call her. You're not allowed to do none of that. So she dropped all communicational ties with me. That lets me know that if you are like that, baby, if you my friend and I'm your friend, I'm not cutting ties with you. If I cut ties with you, it's because I cut ties with you, not because a man told me to cut ties with you. That's not what's gonna happen. And out of all the shit that you stunts, all that you pull, trying to date people in my family and then dating my exes and doing this and doing that and then talking hella shit about people and stuff like, baby, And see, when your best friend telling you something and you still trying to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, baby, listen to your best friend that's been your best friend since you was 4 years old. Because when she said all she doing is copying your lifestyle and trying to be like you, trying to do everything like you, she was right. And I got a million stories about this girl. About what she did, how she did what she did, how she, you know what I'm saying, pursued a life to legit be like me. And I never understood why it took me so long to really see that, you know, this girl was undercover a copycat. Like, everything I did, she had to either do the same thing or one up me. And I don't get that. Because it shouldn't be a competition between friends. Friends do not compete with each other. If it ain't a contest where I'm with my friend competing against another person, I don't want to be a part of it. But if you have to let a man control your every step and move, baby, kudos to you. You're a good one. And he must have some good slang, dangling, or something. You know what I'm saying? He must be packing. He must be making millions and things of that matter. Because ain't no way in bloody hell you going to tell me we can't be friends because a man told you we can't be friends. And I don't even know this man. Then, oh Lord, she tried to look up and see if this man and me was related. She had me to ask one of my uncles if I knew this man or if he knew this man. And my uncle was like, I don't know that fool. He ain't related to us. He might know one of our cousins, but that's about it. Like, the girl was trifling. So, yeah, y'all. That's one of the many things in series that I wanted to tell y'all about this girl. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to continue with that because, baby, I get bad vibes just even speaking or remembering her in general. That's how messed up and twisted this girl was. You feel me? Like, I've never met somebody that legit tried to do any and everything. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, when she had people pass away in her family, and God rest their soul, because you don't play about death. But I sometimes, like when I lost my granddad, tell me why a couple of years later she said she lost hers. Like, look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The girl had me in a whole debacle, twisted and everything, because she was literally a copycat. And I mean, she was a good person at first. I'm not gonna lie. You know, she had some good details in her life that I really admired about her. She had a lot of stuff that I can honestly say I was proud of her for, taking risk and stuff like that. She was a bomb mama. Like, I ain't gonna get on her mothering skills. She was a good mom, and probably still is doing very good with her daughter, because, you know, that's just what type of person she was. And I can never doubt a woman's mothering skills. I don't care. I will never discredit a woman unless I see some type of low vibrational energy that will make you or look like a bad person, or I physically see something in you that makes you a bad mom. But I can honestly say I never thought she was a bad mother. She did everything in her power to make sure that her child was always happy. Okay? But friend-wise, baby, she was a little... And sometimes I used to just listen to her for pure entertainment, because once you read a person and you see how they is for real, everything else is pure entertainment. Like, just pure entertainment. Like, I got a couple of people, I got a handful of people that I legit listen to for pure entertainment, because of the simple fact that they are who they are, and they're not going to change anytime soon. And I think that is crazy, because what's to y'all? Like, are y'all that bored that y'all gotta, like, what's to y'all? I don't get it. But yes, I'm on my way to pick up my babies from school, and I thought I'd just share a little quick story time with y'all, because it's really infatuating how this girl was obsessed with me, low-key, and I didn't know it. And even told me plenty of times, you know, oh, I'm jealous of this with you, or, you know, I don't like that you have this and I don't have that. And I used to think she was joking, because she would say it in such a comical way. You would think she's joking, but she was dead ass serious. And my best friend, baby, you was never lying about this bitch, ever. So yeah, y'all, like I said, going to pick my kids up. If I think of anything else about funny people in my life that serve me no purpose, I'm definitely gonna tell y'all, because baby, it's a trip. You gotta watch out for some people. So you know what to do. If you want to hear more from me, all you gotta do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you know when I'm up and running. Other than that, y'all have a lovely day. Stay true and be you. Namaste, good people. And watch out for these backbiting, copycat ass friends or frenemies, because baby, you never know when they're gonna come